Hey, Keel. Okay. So welcome to the Sunday night broadcast. And if you would like to join these broadcasts live and also watch all of them from before, you can just sign up via Patreon. What else? I have the Spain meeting coming up this Wednesday. And for those who are coming, it's really hot. So bring some cool clothes. Yeah, I'm probably going to be back in New York in September, and I'm going to be in Brighton in November. That feels like a really long way away. And what else? If you'd like a one-to-one Skype with me, you can email me about that. And I also have a Wednesday night chat group as well. And if you like my videos, please subscribe. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers because YouTube has changed their policy. I can't do live broadcasts from my phone unless I have 1,000 subscribers. Anyway, that's the way it is. Yeah, I think that's it. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Donnie. I'm sure there was something else I had to say on that. No. Hi, Flora. I just love the subject. Even though there's no subject, there's no thing that is the subject. The subject is everything. Everything. And everything is this. Everything is here. It's not over there. It's not in the past. It's not in the future. Because they're here. It's not in finding. It's not in how-tos. It's not in order to. There's no in order to for this to be here. This is already here. It can't be found because the one trying to find it is this being here. Everything that is this being itself. Whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. This doesn't care what it's called. This is appearing as a voice saying these things. This is appearing as people listening, as sunny weather. Hi, Tracy. This is everything. This is it. It really is just that. It's just so simple. But what happens is we get hold of ideas like finding no me, for instance. There are no people who are no me's. There are no people who are me's. There's neither. There's just everything. That can appear as anything, as we all know. It's really that simple. There's not some secret ingredient which is being missed. There's not something that anyone's doing wrong. There's no special place to get to. There's no special person who has anything that you don't. Or in this message, who doesn't have something you don't want to have anymore. The thing that's appearing as calling itself me, and the feeling of looking and I'm here and I need to find it, I need to find a way out, I need to find no me, is this. And this doesn't need to find a way out of itself. The whole sense of being someone or not being someone or whatever. Rugs, walls, it's just itself. So it can't be anything but what it is. It has the notion that it will collapse or fall away. Or all the things we learnt. All the rugs that I'm pulling from underneath the feet. Hopefully. None of those are real, because where are they? You can't find any of these concepts or ideas of person or no person. You can't find person. It's just an appearance. And it's perfectly perfect to be that appearance. There's nothing wrong with it. Sure, the suffering of the seeking and all that stuff that goes, that seems to happen. Sure, that sucks, yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that someone, like a person, a human, is closer or further away from finding anything. When things appear and they suck, they just suck. But apart from that, they have no meaning. They have no meaning as in where I'm at in the scale of no meaning. Whole thing makes me laugh now. It's funny, because as you guys know, that it seems to have changed the way I speak and everything. When it was suddenly obvious that the whole no me story was just a load of crock, it was really funny, actually. It was really funny to see that I'd been telling a story for so long, and all it is a story. Because what else is it? Can you find the reality in the story of no me? Or even in the story of me? Can you find the reality in either of them? The ground, the validity for them? Can you find the validity for absolutely anything that is here? The same goes for all the concepts and ideas. They're just wonderfully appearing, just wonderfully unfolding as this being itself, going nowhere, but just ordinary as well. Ordinary and yet extraordinary in the sheer life fullness of it. The fullness. I'm not sort of talking about some special fullness that only the special ones can see. I just mean literally the fullness. The heat, it's hot today. The heat, the computer, the sounds, the sunlight coming in, the fullness of it. I understand that when I say anything like that, the thing that is seeking is going to pick up, go, yeah, but what's she seeing? I'm not seeing anything. not seeing anything at all. It's just sitting in a room, speaking. For no reason. Just for the sheer love of it. For the sheer exploration into nothing and everything. Into nothing. It's beautiful to explore what's just here, because this is all there is. So why not explore it? Not in order to, just because it's wonderful. It's wonderful to do that. For no outcome and no reason and no purpose. Okay, I think I've gone on enough there. Free to comment or ask questions or anything. Hey, Joey. What about contraction? What about it? It's like saying, what about illness or bad temper or no money? We've put this word contraction into a special place. The feeling of being contracted and being a person, if that's what you want to call it, contraction. I don't know. What about it? You can get back to me on that. Hi, Andrew. Keel, nothing can also sound like something special that is missed. Nothing. Oh, God, Keel, I just threw it out there. I just throw stuff out. You know, if something's going to be picked up in what I say, it's going to be picked up regardless of what I say. Utterly regardless. You know, what did I say? The nothing and everything. Oh, it doesn't mean anything, Keel. You know, I'm not gonna stop saying things because it might sound a certain way. Oh, no, I mean, it different for me. Different for me. Sorry, I don't know what you mean. You can get back to me on that. Joey, a person. The feeling of being a person. What about it? Okay, so let's have a look at that. So life is everything. Because you can't find anything else. You can't find it not being something. Because even that would be a thought. So it's life is being the sense of a person. It can't be not that. But then if I speak to someone as a person saying, you're a person, that's wrong, you need to find not being a person. You see, that will cause the person to go off and do stuff, or to feel worse, actually. Barbara, love what seems to be the humbleness of it all, and in saying so, probably saying the conceited of all, who knows? Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Keel, nothing sounds special to me, but well the same as what you said about fullness. Yeah, you know, what can you say? Words happen. You know, and you know, I sometimes actively avoid using poetical words. I mean, I'll only use those if I'm doing a little video or something like that, which I haven't done for a while, because I know what can happen. I know what can happen. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters in that regard. Because I'm not saying that you're doing this, Keel, but making words matter is just another form of seeking. It's another form of trying to work it out. And you can't work it out. You can't work out sitting in a room. And sometimes, fancy words come out of speakers' mouths. I'm sorry, I'm not understanding you, Keel. Let's have another go. No, I mean different. Me. Nothing can also sound like something special that is missed. Oh, okay. I think you're right. All right. You're meaning the opposite of what I'm saying. You're saying that nothing can say, yeah, anything can feel special. Anything can sound special, can't it? Anything. Even saying this is ordinary can sound special. But I want to see the ordinariness of this. Doesn't matter what you say. Yeah, I think we got there, Keel. Everything can sound special to the person, but you can say at the same time that the person, this is the irony, this is the beautiful irony, is that the sense of the person is this. It's like this horrible catch-22 situation where there's the appearance of a person looking for a way out of the person, and ironically, what it's looking for is actually the person looking for a way out of being a person. I'm sure that makes no sense whatsoever to some people. But that's how it appears. That's how it appears. It's a catch-22. It's an ironic situation. And then suddenly, when that's suddenly seen, that's what's going on. It's not an awakening. It's not anything kaboom. It's just like, oh yeah, that's what's going on. And there can be a tremendous relief. But it's not awakening. It's not a realization. It's like suddenly you've woken up in the middle of the night and Father Christmas has come in the room and you've seen that it's your dad. It's not Father Christmas. And the whole thing just falls to pieces. Just like, oh, all right. All right. That whole thing of the person going on is this. That's what's seen. It's like, it is this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what it is. Joey, I think that's what me and being merge and marry in what Tony says. Being and being merges and marries. I've never heard him say that. Hi, Paul. Being and being. I used to think I knew what that meant. And I kind of do, but it just doesn't seem relevant anymore. It's no different from running and walking, or swimming and jumping, or eating or drinking. Neither matter. Neither matter. Nothing really matters. Mattering happens, but it doesn't matter. It's got no outcome. What I mean as in nothing matters, nothing has an absolute resolution. There's no resolution. There's no finale. So nothing matters in that regard, because there's never going to be a resolution. That's very unsecure. Yeah, asking is just as hard, but okay. In normal language, for me, nothing sounded always special and missed, kind of. But also, I always felt it's like that. Haha. Can you describe nothing? Of course not. Yeah. Best to use normal language. I like normal language. It really doesn't matter to me if someone says I went, I'm going to, I mean, I really don't really like that kind of picking on every little thing, every little detail. It's just tedious, actually, isn't it? Picking on every little thing that somebody says. Or if you go to one of these non-dual meetings and someone non-duals you at the bar. It's like, come on, dude, really? Or non-duals your private Facebook page. That's why I rarely accept requests from people I don't know, because, you know, hey, Donnie. So life is sort of a seamless merging of all appearances, the appearing a separation and oneness together, kind of. I think it's better to say it's just this. It's just what is. Is it merging together? Is it? I don't know. It's just here. There's no separation and oneness. There's just whatever appears. There's just whatever's happening. And if there is a feeling of I'm separate, along with all the concepts and beliefs and everything, then yeah, that's just what's happening. Because that is not separate. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Because that is not separate from the glass or from anything. It's always just one this. It's always just this. It's really that simple. There isn't actually a real simpler way to say it. I just like going into it sometimes just for the fun of it. Hi, Steve. There is a story that I was waiting for something to happen for 20 odd years and then recognized it's this. Nothing happened. But even that story didn't happen. Just no validity to it. Haha, what the fuck? Yeah. There's no validity to any story. Yeah. And as I said earlier, I don't know if you were here, Steve. I went into that, and also there's no validity to anything. There's no validity to that. This is 2019. I was going to say 18 then. See, it's like there's no validity to anything. It's just too wild. This is wild. Utter anarchy. No stability at all. That's why it's so exciting. I find it so exciting and exuberant. The subject, even though it's not a subject. The subject is really boring. But the kind of the aliveness of the exploration is just brilliant. It's wild. It kind of lights me up, really, when I'm talking about it. If I'm sat watching a movie, I don't even think about it. It's just, sometimes I was talking about it, and it's brilliant. Unless it becomes really heady. Oh, it gets really heady, it becomes dull. But that's because then it becomes a subject, not an exploration. And sometimes it becomes someone trying to be right, which is just boring. Donnie, sometimes it does feel like there is nothing solid anywhere, like fluid motion. Yeah. When I consider that, the only sort of exclamation I come up with is "What the fuck?" That's it, Steve. Yeah, it's very enlightening, Lisa. Joke. Yes, personal enlightenment. My personal enlightenment. Yeah, when you get into this as a subject, it's literally a can of worms. There's no untangling. There's no untangling it. And then you get those unimaginative responses. What me? Who cares? Tell you, I hear it all the time. What me? There is no me. It's just dull. Dull. Because it's never actually in context. When those phrases are in context within something, they're much more alive. But when it's just like in response to an essay someone's written, who cares? Well, clearly you do for saying it. But when it's not like that, it's just so gorgeous. Yeah. Isn't it brilliant that we can have this conversation at all? And that we're like not talking about anything that can be described or pinned down. But we can also point to what it's not, what this message is not about. This message is not about someone becoming free or someone being a no me. Excuse me. I'm not in the picture properly. Am I in the picture properly? Yes, says Andrew. Steve, in Tony's word, it has the energy of no thing to it. It can't condense around knowing. It throws it off anarchy, as you say. Yeah. Yeah. Knowing is such a turgid, kind of sticky story. Must be quite tiring to be in that knowing energy and then having to prove you know it by trolling every post. Nobody here, by the way, but I see it. Oh, the sticky story of knowing, because this can't be known. This is absolute anarchy. It's like, I know the room. I know the room the best, more so than others. So, see, what's been talked about is just sitting in a room. And part of sitting in a room is having feelings and thoughts in the body, and aches and pains, or laughter, or sadness, or heat or cold, breathing, floor, whatever's going on. How can you know that? Well, what is there to know about it? What would be the benefit in knowing it? Knowing it would be it. Knowing it would be the breath and the heat and the cold and the floor. There's no benefit to anything. Not in that sense. Of course, there's benefit to people's comfort in life, not being hungry or cold or poor. Of course, those things, they're not great. But in this subject, there's no benefit to knowing anything. There's no benefit in seeking. Nothing is ever going to arrive, because the seeking is this. The feeling, like Joey was saying, of a contraction is this. The feeling in the day when there's no contraction is this. Then the feeling, I'd had no contraction, I'm contracting, I need to find that, is this. It's always just what is. And there's no better or worse in any appearance. There's no closer to sitting in a room or further away. It doesn't matter what the thought processes are. No one is further away and no one is closer, because everybody is part of the room. This. I think there can be a misunderstanding that, like this whole me thing, I think what can happen is people can put this whole me thing in a very important place. Like it's a real thing. It's a real person. It's a real, as Joe was saying, a contracted energy. And like, in order for that to change, that contracted energy has to collapse. Does it? Does it have to collapse? Is it a contracted energy? Or is it just a very tense set of beliefs which feel real? If we put this whole sense of being separate in a special package and say, well, that package is sealed up, and it's a real package called a person. Well, what? I mean, where is the package? Where is it? Is it real? Is it real? Can you find? Are there edges to it? Where is it? Is it just in the head? Is it in the head and it makes the body constricted? Is it a me? What even is it? Some people say that until they felt better, until they heard this message. And sometimes I think that's because this message gives validity to a separate me. It's like it validates it somehow. Well, I was feeling all right, I was going along seeking, which was kind of uncomfortable. Then I came across non-duality. Now I feel really contracted. Do you think that maybe, going on about how it's so great to be a no me and how, it's really crap to be a me and all the restrictions and all the things around the me? Do you think that maybe makes the whole belief somehow stronger? Has it given it some sort of imaginary validation? And if there is validation for it, where is it? What is it? Where's the validation that there is anyone there at all? Or is it that life is just appearing as that? That it's not a separate person at all? That it's actually just life appearing? That life is free to appear however it does, without any restrictions, without any conditions. You could say that life is utterly unconditional. And that life is so unconditional that it appears as people with conditions. It's so absolutely uncompromising in its unconditional appearance that it can't be worked out, it can't be picked apart. Amazing, really. Thanks, Donnie. Even though as I'm saying it, I think, oh, that's contradictory. But it can appear as so contradictory. Okay, Gil. I'll have one more try as well. This is it, yes. But is it nothing? Is it gorgeous? Is it fluent? Is it full? I have no idea. Sometimes maybe. It can also be total shit, for sure. Well, yeah, it can be anything, can't it? It is everything. And people can say what the fuck they like, right? If people say it's shit, it's gorgeous, it's this, it's unconditional, it's Buddha, it's Planet Zark, who cares? Who cares? It's just life happening. Yeah. But I love that it's really whatever it is. Yeah, so do I. But you know, we're humans and we communicate in words, you know, and sometimes you can't help but going, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Whatever that means. I don't even know what that means. Yeah. Or I love it. I just love. And not always. Sometimes I'm annoyed. Sure, but I do it this way. Well, that can always change. There's no set thing. There's no set thing. Sometimes I hate it. Yeah, for sure. Well, I can't say I do it away. I don't even know what that means. There's just whatever comes out of the mouth comes out of the mouth. There's no way of doing anything. There's utterly no choice for this body to be sitting on this couch saying what it's saying. I can't say that I have a way. And if I do, I don't know anything about it. And sometimes, you know, people criticize it. And it's just like, well, as if there's a choice. As if there's a choice. You know. No, I know you're not, Keel. It's just that there's sometimes a train of thought, like it went from you, and then it went to this, and it went to that. No. There's just a stream of stuff, Keel. Just, you know, don't take anything I say personally. It's just that I have no words for it yet. Yeah. You might. Neither do I. I mean, that's why I always come back to, well, it's just this. It's just what is. It's just what's happening. And at the same time, I can be like a sort of a, or what, I don't know, like an excited puppy. Because it's just so lovely to just to talk about something which has no subject and no borders, and that can't be talked about. I just find that crazy. Something which can't be proven or not proven or this or that. It there's no conditions to what we're talking about. There's no borders to that. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think it's awesome too. Yeah. It's bloody brilliant. It's great to be able to speak about about something which doesn't have to be remembered, doesn't have to be known. There's nothing to know here. There's nothing to prove. There's nothing here that is something that can be substantiated. There's nothing in anything that's being said that can be substantiated. And that is just delicious. Oh, I just remembered what I wanted to say. I know people know that there's a Spain meeting coming up this week, but the meetings online won't change. They will stay the same, though we might have a couple of people in the room. But yeah, everything stays the same. Which would be nice. It's only May and it's absolutely boiling. And apparently it's going to go up like another 4 degrees by Wednesday. Poof. Some people arriving here for the meeting are going to be in for a bit of a heat surprise. Nearly 30 degrees by Wednesday. Oh, thanks, Barbara. Oh, thank you. Hydrate, feet up too. Yeah. I make sure they're all watered, Barbara. Oh, that's so sweet. Donny, I have no idea what is real or what any of this is, but it is amazing that it's happening at all or can be experienced. It is! Yes! Yes. Exactly how I feel. It's amazing that there's anything at all. I mean, what the hell? What the hell is this? I have no idea. It's like, that's brilliant. What can you say about it? I mean, you come up with some sort of theory. People always come up with theories, flat Earth, parallel universe, ball in space. Started with the science one, started with the Big Bang, string theory, steady state theory. Then there's all the religious theories. Nobody knows. The apparent theory. Everything's apparent. Is it? Hey, Phyllis. Yeah, I saw it. The one about Stephen Hawkins with that brilliant actor whose name I always forget, who played the Dutch girl. I love that guy. He's just got such a great everything. Yeah, it's a good film, that. Not bad at all. I love Stephen Hawking. Not because of his theories and everything, but just the way his life in that chair with a voice box and everything, and what he accomplished from that chair is absolutely astonishing. I mean, really astonishing. Okay, well, unless there's something else that anyone wants to say, I'll give you a minute. Otherwise, I'm going to go. And I will be here again, same time next week. And I'll also be in the Wednesday night chat group as well. Hawking, not Hawkins. All right. Stephen Hawking. Hawking. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go. I really enjoyed tonight. Oh, thanks, Donnie. Yeah, me too. Brilliant. Lots of fun. Okay, lots of love, everyone. Bye.